Whittled down from a competitive field of 8 teams, the second semifinal of the Palm Beach Open features Colorado and Audi. They will face off for a much-coveted final berth. On the Colorado side, Rob Dranavis plays alongside the Argentine triple threat of Zubia, Carrillo, and captain Diego Cavanaugh. The group of young rippers got a taste for the final in the first tournament, but came up empty-handed. Eager for a second chance at glory, they first will have to defeat the formidable Audi Polo team. 2019. Watch the live streams on worldpolo.org this Friday. Gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to South Florida. We are in Wellington at Valiente, field number 3 here, taking a live look over this field and this complex here in Wellington. We're getting ready for our second semifinal match of the day. Welcome to World Polo League action. My name's Gus Whitelaw. I'm joined by my buddy Santiago Torres here. Santi, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Gus.
Nice to have you back in the booth here. And, man, we got a great match coming up here today. We've seen one semifinal. You played in that match earlier today. SD Farms coming out victorious in that first one. A tough match. Grand Champions Casablanca really trying to send it to you guys. They came out of the gates pretty hot there. But at the end, it was, you know, I mean, it's a lot of pressure that that SD Farms team brings to the field. So congratulations, Santi, to you guys and the rest of the SD Farms team on making it into the finals here. So we know for sure SD Farms is in. That is Sayud Dantada, Santi Torres, Adolfo Cambiaso, and Guillermo Terrera. No doubt a tough squad, and we are waiting to find out who will join them. Audi and Colorado set to face off here, looking for a 5 o'clock tee-off. We see Colorado front and center here waiting on the Audi squad. I'm not sure they even have helmets on yet over there. I think they're still taking pictures at the tent, so still have a couple minutes until game time. When we look at the lineup here for Colorado, Rob Dranavis back in the jersey here for Colorado. He sat out for 2 or 3 games as Kean Hall filled in with a back injury. Rob has recovered enough to play. I doubt that he's gotten all the way through that back situation there, but he's feeling good enough to play. He's in the number 1 slot. At 2 is Juan Martin Zubia. 3, Diego Cavanaugh. And 4, Hero del Carril. Santi, what do you think we can expect out of this Colorado team here today? You know these guys well. You share a lot of facilities with them. You practice against them a lot. What do you think we're going to see out of this young team here today?
No, with Colorado, I mean, they're a tough team. We played them once this season. They've got a lot of good horses, but I think it's anyone's game today. It's a semis, and both teams are going to go at it. So
we know that Colorado has a younger average age. These guys, you look at Zubia and Del Carril, who we've been talking about a lot this season. Guys coming up playing their first season in the U.S. from Argentina, 20 and 21 years old. Cavanaugh, how old's Diego?
He's 32, I think.
32.
And he's the oldest one on the team.
He's the old guy out there.
So.
And he's not that old.
No, not at all.
So a lot of youth there. Rob Dranavis, also another young guy, under 30, I believe. How old's Rob? Right around there.
He's around 26, 27.
Yep, so in his late 20s there. So a lot of youth on the Colorado side. And on the Audi side, a lot of the opposite, a lot of experience.
A lot of experience.
In red there, not only with each other in Wellington, internationally.
In polo in general. A lot of years playing.
You see Mark Ganzi, Nick Roldan, Pablo McDonough, and Chris Campson. Pablo, a great addition to the trio of Americans there, led by Mark Ganzi. Roldan has been with the Audi organization, I believe, 2013, something like that. So a lot of familiarity there. Campson, obviously, almost a neighbor to these guys. They've played a lot on the grass in the arena, on the snow together. And I think anytime you insert Pablo into a team, it's a big help and a good fit. A very versatile player in Pablo McDonough, and arguably the best number 3 in the world. Remember the La Dolfina team down in Argentina. So no shortage of talent here today. We'll see how things shake out here. We're just about ready to dive into Chukker number 1 of this Palm Beach Open semifinal. The ball is away. The lost behind Campson there. Del Carrillo driving through and coming away with control. Colorado wins. Throw in number 1. Ball kicked off a pony's hoof. And it'll be Kavanaugh, the captain for Colorado. Look at that. Zubia holding out Roldan. Kavanaugh fires down the left-hand side of Zubia. He has to do a little work to get back to the ball, but gets back to it without problem. Zubia looks inside. He shoots along the ground. Roldan there for Audi. Nick Roldan navigating that ball beautifully through the goal mouth area. Del Carrillo trying to shoot it back to goal, but the pieces picked up by Pablo. Pablo McDonough. Pablo moves through the midfield here, backed off the boards and picked up by Pablo McDonough. Pablo with a beautiful neck shot, attempt inside. It's deflected there by Del Carrillo, backed out towards the boards and picked up by a flying Diego Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh trying to move down the boards there. He leaves for his teammate Rob Jernavis. Jernavis coming flying on down the lines on that Palomino, but Campson is already there. Campson along the boards. Jernavis along the boards. Zubia goes over the boards, trying to make a play there. Pablo remains inside the field. He takes a chop at it, comes off a pony. Replay here. We see it getting tight against the boards. Pablo comes in.
Tough because they both hit it, I think.
Yeah, it was tough to know. Yep, so I think the umpires couldn't tell exactly where that one came from. They throw it in, and Zubia starts making tracks to the north here. Roldan trying to enter. Look at that. I mean, beautiful defensive work again there by Nick Roldan for Audi. You see Del Carrillo beating feet there, trying to cut down the angle on Roldan. Roldan, though, sees Pablo in motion, and now Pablo and Del Carrillo make tracks to the ball. Del Carrillo playing it on the offside there, makes a back shot, bounces off the pony of Pablo. Kavanaugh's in now for Colorado. Gansey wants the whistle, and he's going to get one. We'll see if it is on the play or if it was against him for asking for it. They're moving north. How about that? I think they're going to call that against the red player. What do you see, Santi?
Yeah, I think it's a little technical against the red there.
So,
appealing.
Yep, the umpires trying to set the tone early in the match here. 5:05 left in a scoreless Chukker number 1. They sound the whistle on the number 1 in red there, I think, to let everybody know, these players know that they do not want any consulting or any sort of consultation on what calls should or should not be made. And this is a big gift of yardage here. I mean, that ball was over midfield, probably by, what, 30, 40 yards? They actually dropped a ball out there that they haven't picked up yet. It was right about there, and they move it to the 60, so it's 90 yards from midfield. Plus, I mean, that's about 130 yards that Audi loses.
Oh, yeah. Big advantage for Colorado on this call.
Del Carrillo looks to put one in from 60 yards out here. Again, we're scoreless with 5:05 left in the first. Our first whistle puts Colorado on the line. Here's Geronimo. Del Carrillo lofted, long, and right on target. So that penalty on the other side, about 30 or 40 yards south of the midfield line, gets placed on the 60 and put right on through.
And I was watching this guy practice penalties yesterday. Crushes it.
Crushes it.
Oh,
I mean, it's interesting to talk to different players about their their penalty strategy. I talked to Pelon. He says, I was told a long time ago, aim for the bucket of balls or the flagger, something like that. You hear different people say, I take 4s and 3s the same. When I asked Del Carrillo what he does, he says, look at this, running, trying to get back-to-back goals. Another beautiful defensive play there by Nick Roldan. It ends up under Kavanaugh. He can't gain immediate control. It's picked up here by Gansey. Gansey
nice
hitting for Pablo. Look at that. That's how it's done. Pablo on his own out in front. Kavanaugh trying to chase him down. Pablo McDonough on the breakaway. Can he keep the motion going to goal? The next shot gets it done. Nice work there on the pass from Mark Gansey there in the Audi backfield to Pablo McDonough. All Pablo all the way there. No gas left in the tank there for Diego. Pablo, he ends up a little right on this one. No problem, though, for the master. He puts it right down the middle. And I think just about everybody goes to make a change there. We see Jordy remains on the field, that Palomino stallion that Rob plays. But I think everybody else went to make a switch there. Zubia, I think, started on Secretaria. Del Carrillo's on Sueca. And Capijera for Kavanaugh. I think Mark started on Kornikova, Tana, Subaru for Pablo, and Campson's has already gone blank on me as the pony list starts to update here. It's Diego Kavanaugh here on a fresh pony. He hits, looking for Zubio Wanzu. Ball left behind. He's backed up by Robert Jernavis. Jernavis, his ball moves to the left. That handy pony gets him back on the line and back in control as Pablo McDonough moves in to put some pressure on him. They go down deep into the corner, bumping and banging, trading paint as is needed, and it's Roldan coming away. Nick Roldan, he's got a number 2 on his back, but, man, he has been playing some great defense for Audi here thus far in Chukker number 1. Tie ball game, and that one comes right into our booth. How about that? If you heard that one in the background there, that, I mean, you want to talk about coming in hot, and that is the second time this Audi team has hit our booth, Santi. We caught a dinger from Mr. Gansey the other day. Looking out here, a quick restart, out of bound by Audi, inbounded here by Colorado. We see Kavanaugh doing a fine job buying time for Del Carril, trying to hold Pablo out. Pablo wants a piece of Del Carril, or maybe the whole thing. He gets in there. Kavanaugh gets back to him. The ball's left behind, and it's Juan Zubia. Zubia bounces it off. Roldan. A short back shot, a little dribbler, and Zubia's back on the action. Wanzu behind a pair of red jerseys. Can he find an opportunity? Will he be on target? It looks good. It's in. Wow.
Nice shot.
Juan Zubia. How about that? I mean, he had 12 legs in front of him there, and he's still able to send that one through. Just a beautiful play by Zubia there for Colorado. You saw him kind of look up. He looked to goal. He saw what he liked, and he put it on through. It was nice work. So a lot of fresh ponies there. We see one walking off. I think some sort of tack issue with one of the horses for Colorado. So the umpires sound an official time out there. 1.5 minutes left to play. And Chukker, number 1 here. Nice action, Santi.
Feels like we're in the game, Gus. Getting some balls over here.
Maybe, I don't know. What are those guys talking about? You've been out there. You know what it's like in these situations.
I mean, they just got scored on, so they're probably talking about some more strategy and saying to keep tighter on the man and work from there.
Ready for a throw in here. We're back to full strength, 4-on-4 there, and back in action. Mark Gansey looking for, oh man, what a beautiful approach shot there by Mark Gansey. Rob Jernavis moves in to defend, back shot there, down in front of the goal mouth. Mallets up, and the whistles have sounded there. 1:13 left in Chukker number 1. We see the defensive play here. I think that the umpires are going to say that he needed that on the near side. What do you see there,
Santi? I think he needed a little bit more room to go on the offside there. Near side would have been perfect.
And just kind of at the last second, it looked like he decided to move offside on that one. And Mark did a good job of kind of holding that line there.
Yeah, he hit a nice cut shot and followed through with it. Stayed on the line.
Forced a mistake. And he's able to put that one right on through. So a shot from point-blank range there puts Audi back to 2. So 2-2. Chukker number 1. Under a minute left here. 55 seconds as the clock ticks on down. The teams come back to midfield. And the ball's away. Pablo, nice moves there. Pablo McDonough, he had a quick eye on that ball as it came out of the umpire's hand. He wasn't able to make the first there. He knows the time is running out. Beautiful sequence there. Nice team play by Audi, and that will take us out of Chukker number 1. And we have a treat for you. As we did in our first match of the day, we're going to run the newest episode of In the Saddle. This one is awesome. One of my favorites yet. Talks about the process a mallet takes along the way. So tune in. In between Chuckers, don't go anywhere, because In the Saddle, episode 2 will play in between each Chucker here today, and we'll just get right into it now with our first section of In the Saddle, in between Chuckers 1 and 2. Here it comes. Over the past 2 centuries, we have evolved into a mechanized world of mass production. Things are made more efficiently and precisely by machines, devoid of unique character, life, and substance. The time of the craftsman and artist appears to be over. But if you take a breath and look around, pockets of the old ways still remain. Residing in the world of polo are many artisans that fabricate uniquely purposeful creations. Today, we celebrate a keystone element of the sport. What starts as a tiny bamboo shoot in Southeast Asia is refined by the hands of the master craftsman to become an individualized tool of self-expression. The humble mallet. She says that we're back looking live across the field. The last of the guys, the field crew out there stomping some divots down. The players and ponies coming back out here. A pretty high intensity level. I mean, I feel like we always in these games kind of try and get a feel for what it feels like on the field. And right now, it seems like there's a lot of the real kind of energy coming off this field right now, Santi.
Oh, yeah. Like you said on that play, he ate his lunch. If you fall asleep for 1 second today in these games, play's over for you.
No spectating today.
No, not at all.
No.
Everyone's going hard.
I mean, this guy's going about as hard as we've seen him go. Nick rolled down. Look at that. I mean, beautiful. Out of the air on the near side. Rolled down, trying to drive downfield. Turned back perfectly. Beautiful timing there by Wanzu, but picked up by Pablo McDonough. He turns and fires. I mean, awesome placement there. Awareness. Roldan. Unlucky there for Ganzi. Ganzi was next in line for that one, but it gets lost under a pony. Del Carril and Ganzi going at it there. Hiro Del Carril pressured by Ganzi. Beautiful work there by the Cobras. He forces that Colorado player to leave it behind, but Roldan comes through. He takes it day, and it turns into a goal.
Oh, yeah. Today's another final, Gus.
Yep.
If you don't win today, you don't go to the final. So
that's a great way to look at it. That's a great way to think about it. And you can tell that Nick and Pablo are for sure in the same mindset.
They're playing well together.
We've seen, I mean, just phenomenal work out of Roldan playing defense. I mean, he just picked up a ball on the near side about 2.5 feet off the ground. And
he's another strong player.
Very strong. And, I mean, just playing some amazing polo here this year. You can tell that he, playing in England and then Argentina and then coming in here. I mean, you can tell that he's been putting a lot into his game, and he's a focused guy. I mean, look at this. He goes right to work right there. Gets the ball from Diego. Bad luck for Roldan there. Oh, baby. 2 guys coming from 2 totally different directions. The umpire who had the line. The umpire was right there. And they're saying that Audi had the line, huh? Right? Aren't they going that way?
Yep, you're correct.
So a big movement in yardage there. They go to a penalty 4, it looks like. So about 115 yards or so from where that play took place. That happened on the north side of the midfield line by...
Yeah, if Chris was able to get that ball, he would have been gone. So you have to give the team the advantage, or else.
Man, you wonder if a 40 is enough even. I mean, excuse me, a 60. Is it a 60 or a 40?
40.
No, I guess this will be a 40.
This
okay,
one's a
so
40.
It's a penalty 3, so they can send a defender around the posts to block it. I was going to say a 60 doesn't seem quite. Because, I mean, like you said, Santi, it's a great point. He would have been gone. You
still have pressure to make it, but at least they're giving you the advantage of shooting the goal from 40 yards away.
Pablo, a long ball bucket. Some people look at the ball, the flagger. He says he does, and then he puts the sight about 100 yards above them. And it's when you watch him shoot penalties, that's where the ball goes.
They go way over your head.
Kavanaugh releases from midfield. Docaril moving downfield. Pablo's going to be there first, though. Pablo gets a mallet on it. Campson gets turned around and onto the line first here for Audi. He's coming. Look at that. They have him surrounded. Colorado jerseys all over him. They can't stop him yet, though. The ball shoots out to his left, and now Colorado moves in to make a play. Kavanaugh with Roldan on him, drops for Zubia. Wanzu pressured by Campson, leaves for Del Carril. Del Carril has control and has Jernavis behind him. Should he need him? Doesn't need him yet. Geronimo, Del Carril looks to release. A dribbler of a shot there, picked up on a shot forward there by Roldan, but as Zubia moves in to the line, the whistle sounds and time is out now with 4:35 left to play here in Chukker number 2. So Zubia just not able to, I guess, get flat enough to that line. Close.
Yeah.
That's probably one of those ones that's right on the edge. I don't know. What do you think?
Right on the edge,
yeah.
like you said, flat, straight on the line.
Not a lot of danger.
No, it wasn't horrible, but maybe not 100% straight.
Yep. And look, it's easy for me and you to look at these plays as they unfold here live and on the screens that we have and make the calls. And it's a lot different for the umpires who are making those decisions live and have a different angle. So, you know, that's one of the toughest jobs out there. You know that anytime you sound the whistle, there's 4 guys that agree with your call and 4 other ones who think you're an idiot.
Very correct.
And that's just
it's tough to be an umpire.
Thankless job. Hats off to those guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Never an easy day in the office. 4:25 to go here as these guys set up a penalty for Audi. They go back to the line. Colorado trails by 3 right now. Probably not where they wanted to be here in Chukker number 2. Still, obviously, tons of time left in this match here, but this is a semifinal. You win, you're on to the finals. You win, you're in. You lose, you start planning for the next tournament. Here's Pablo looking to go up by 4. He drills that one wide. I don't know if it was blocked. I think it was already going.
Someone touched it, Gus.
Let's see.
On the way out. Safety.
Yeah, that was a goal. That was going to be a goal. Del Carril, no doubt, saved that one with the cane. And so that was a great play there. Colorado dodges a bullet. Of course, Audi gets another chance here. If you're scoring at home, this is a penalty 6, a safety. The ball was sent wide and over the back line by a defender. For you footy fans out there, this would be like a corner kick in soccer. But it's placed 60 yards directly upfield from the point where it crossed over the back line and out of play. This particular scenario awfully close to the goalpost there, so pretty much a straight-on shot there for Pablo. He lofts this one but sends it wide, so a nice break for Colorado. On the knock-in, it's Del Carril, 21 years young, playing in his first season in the United States here, coming off a great season down in Argentina. Taking his time here. Del Carril moves out to the right, has some time, shoots to open space. Nobody there yet. Kavanaugh moves in. Roldan all over him. Diego Kavanaugh. Delicate touches on the ball here. Kavanaugh moves into open space. Diego Kavanaugh launches over the pack, trying to connect with Wanzu downfield. Pablo trying to hit it on the fly there. He's able to pick the pieces up. I mean, there's a bunch of different whistles asked for there. I don't know which one was called. 3:24 to go. And it's 5-2. We watch the replay here. See, Pablo tries to take it on the bounce. I don't know. Roldan was coming down the line. Zubia. Kavanaugh thought he might have had a look at the line there the other way. You see anything there?
I think it's Zubia's.
Zubia.
I saw his line. Him.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but I don't know. This looks like it's going in favor of Colorado, huh?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was. To me, it was
interesting. So,
his ball.
Chukker number 2, 5-2.
Think he can make it from here?
I think that he can. I don't know if he'll try to. What do you think? You think he's going to go all Ripper Magoo on him here and try and send it downtown?
I think he's going to try.
All right, let's see what he does here. He's kind of got that, he's warming that arm up like he's thinking about it.
We have Subia there in the back. I think he's going to try. Rob and Subia are.
Yeah. Looking for the alley-oop. Diego stays home just in case. Man, he was thinking hard about the high flag on that one maybe, huh? Goes more left than expected. I think takes a dive over the back line eventually, and that'll do it for that ball there. 3:10 left here in Chukker 2. We see Pablo switching ponies on the back line there. I think Campson might have grabbed a freshie also. And here they come. Audi. On the knock-in. It's Campson, big fella for the Audi team. Sent to open space, picked off by Pablo. Pablo McDonough on Rodicio. Pablo having trouble, slowing down. He has control. Pablo off and moving. Ball left behind. Del Carrillo there. Edo Del Carrillo on Morano. Kavanaugh. Diego Kavanaugh. Now Pablo. Now Del Carrillo. Hero Del Carrillo. Pressured by Ganzi. Kavanaugh trying to find Zubia on the fly. Zubia moving at a different speed there. He has to find some breaks to have any chance at the play. And in the meantime, it's Audi there to take control. Campson called off by the 10-goaler, Pablo McDonough. Pablo. 5-3 here. Audi looked to go up by 4 at one point with Pablo on the penalty line there. No goals went in. Now Colorado picks one up. We're back to 2 goals. Del Carrillo with as much time as he wants. Hito Del Carrillo shoots out to the left there. A rushed play maybe. Roldan trying to pick the pieces up. Nick Roldan, he moves to the near side there. He's gotten that ball away from Zubia. Down the boards they go. Zubia moves in. He wants the ball back. Deep neck shot there by Juan Martin Zubia. The warning horn goes here. And this one makes a beeline for the back line. They're able to keep it in play. Jernavis works it forward. He pops it up straight into the air. Pablo comes through. Oh, look at that. Pablo's going one way. Diego is making, Wanzu there, Zubia, making a claim that he had the line the other way. Either way, Chukker number 2 is all said and done. You can call it how you want it on. Look at that. The emotion from Pablo there. The body language says it all. You all call it how you want. We'll see how it shakes out when we come back for Chukker number 3. In between Chukkers 2 and 3, we'll have another segment of In the Saddle. Stick around for that in between Chukkers. This is ChukkerTV and the Polo Channel's live coverage of the Palm Beach Open. Here is episode 2 of In the Saddle. Made by the hands of one craftsman for the hand of another. Each mallet an homage to its origin, unique, and a work of wild refinement. There can be as many unique canes as there are polo players.
Empezás a multiplicar todas las probabilidades que te da una sola caña, podés hacer 10.000 tacos.
Fun stuff there to learn about the path that these mallets take from starting off as a bamboo shoot to making it out here to World Polo League competition. Interesting to think about how each one of those mallets is made by hand to the exact specification of the players. Santi, how much, as far as mallets go, how much time do you put into finding mallets, finding the right ones? I mean, what's the process with mallets for you, and what kind of mallets do you like?
I mean, obviously for us it's a little easier. We're not the ones that make them, but so we go to the mallet maker, maybe have 10, 20 mallets made. We take one of our good mallets for them to copy. They make 10-20, and we select our favorite ones from there. But, yeah, it's not an easy job for those mallet makers.
Ball back in play here. Chucker number 3 off and working. It started right in front of that goal down there, and Pablo McDonough is making quick tracks out of Audi territory. Nice work there by Audi to defend. Oh, baby, look at this. Campson is on the fly. Can he get there before Zubia? Chris Campson shoots to goal. Wide, though, of the goal it goes. A nice thought there. Zubia moving in. You can see Kavanaugh out there kind of barking orders at his teammates, saying that was almost a goal, guys. We have got to be better about shutting down their opportunities. Del Carrillo on the restart here. Ero, Del Carrillo on Felonia. Del Carrillo. Del Carrillo looking for Diego Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh at the sideboards. Gansey was marking him but moves on, and Diego lets that one go out in front. He's sending the long bomb there, hoping that one of the boys can make it happen, but Pablo beats him to it. McDonough on a pony named Libanella. Libano, baby, one of many that he plays. Here's Roldan. Nick Roldan on Layla. Thoroughbred, 14-year-old thoroughbred. Roldan, big release there. He is a heck of a ball striker. He's trying to drop that one out in front of Mark Gansey. Gansey can't get to it. It's picked up by Kavanaugh. Diego Kavanaugh, 32-year-old captain of this Colorado squad. And the oldest one in Colorado colors out there today. Kavanaugh trying to find Jernavis. He knows if he can get to him, Jernavis will be on a breakaway. The play shut down by Roldan. Del Carrillo trying to make some sense of it, but Pablo's back on it there on Libanella. Pablo fires a long shot downfield. Gansey has to move big time to his left to get close to the line there. Makes a nice near side play. Roldan there, Del Carrillo there. Back shot by Del Carrillo. Jernavis trying to jump on the line, but Pablo is already there. Trades a little bump there with Jernavis. Campson trying to buy some time now for Pablo. Pablo picking his path. Pablo McDonough in between the two Colorado players. Drops it back for Roldan. Roldan trying to chop it forward on the near side. The ball left by its lonesome. Pablo's there. Kavanaugh hooked perfectly by Campson. Campson sweeps back around. Trying to look to goal here. Chris Campson battling. Colorado players all over him, and time is out again. 4:51 now. A little bit of a melee play down there. Colorado all over Campson.
Oh, yeah, they got to be all over him. Campson's playing well.
Yep.
He's playing an open game.
And he's always on good ponies, fast ponies.
Oh, yeah, very fast.
So maybe just a little too aggressive there on the defensive attempts by Colorado. That puts Audi on the line, and a Cobra strike there for the Audi squad. They're back on top by 3 goals here. That is where they want to be. They would like to keep commanding control of this Colorado team, because if these guys break loose, I mean, they're tough to contain. The Colorado team, we've seen it, you know, at many points this season, where when they get a couple goals, they just kind of keep cranking here. And I think that that's the rhythm they're looking to find right now. That right now, Audi has that momentum. It's Pablo slowing way down here. Pablo McDonough. Kavanaugh now. On Gate Corral. Kavanaugh. Now Roldan. Nick Roldan on Layla. Roldan. Oh, big ball by Nick Roldan. That one might have what it takes to get there. Rob Jernavis certainly thought so with the way he sped up to make that back shot. Then Zubia doing the same thing to further rescue that ball. There are 3.5 to go in the first half, and Del Carrillo scoops a big shot down the sideboards. But then I think, no, it stays in play. Zubia at the boards there with Pablo. Rolled on, big neck shot back down the boards. And that one carries over and out, I believe, here. So 3:11 to go. Clock continues to run. Tick-tock here as we're winding down the first half of action. A lot of players going to change right now. I think we're going to see a change out of all 8 here. Every player leaves the field, taking this opportunity in the break in the action to jump on fresh legs. Our pony list starts to go blank here as everybody makes a switch at the 3-minute and 8-second mark to play in the half. So great action here out of both of these teams. Santi, are you seeing anything? I mean, Colorado's trailing by 3 here. Are you seeing places they need to tighten up or anything that they can do there? Or is the difference really attributable to Audi just really firing on all cylinders?
Yeah, no, Audi's playing awesome. They're playing a very open game. I think Colorado's maybe a little late on some of the plays. Well, no,
not on that one, though. Zubia, I mean, off and cranking. Look at this, Roldan trying to eat some ground up there. Who's got the pony? Wanzhou going to goal. Zubia just outside. How did that happen?
Everyone's got the horsepower, so it's just you got to anticipate and try to be ready.
Yep, that final touch, so crucial. That goal, 8 yards wide. Look at that, Zubia putting pressure there on that knock-in. Zubia, hungry. He wanted that goal. Pablo trying to put the moves on him. Zubia looks to make the hook there, and Campson has him worked out of the play now. Pablo McDonough strokes one out in front there. Del Carrillo racing back on the gray here to try and make the play on Roldan. Roldan, a beautiful advancement of the ball, a beautiful approach. The horsepower is going to get it done for Pablo. Pablo pounds it through. Audi showing their strength here in the first half. They go up by 4 on a powerful series of plays. It started in the backfield. Campson knocks Zubia out of the play. Pablo sends it, Roldan, and then Pablo finishes. That's tough stuff to contend with.
He was flying.
He was flying. Ball's back in play. Zubia. Wanzhou trying to fend off Campson. Zubia slowing down, now speeding up, trying to put the ball on the near side and keep Campson at bay. Nice, strong play there by Chris Campson as they come flying into the boards. Rob Jernavis in traffic, and I believe time is out. It is 1:18 left in the half. Audi up by 4. And we'll see how this shakes out here. Looks like it's going in favor of Colorado. We look to the replay. See Zubia, Campson, Pablo moves in. And I think the damage has already been done there. So we'll send Del Carrillo to the line. Penalty 4. 60-yard shot towards the defended goal. Again, when I asked him how he handles the penalty shooting situation, he pictures a target about 100 yards above the ground in the air, and that's what he's firing at. So a lot of times when you see him take these penalty shots, it is a very lofted ball. Now we know why, because he's shooting. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Del Carrillo on approach. Lofted shot, right on through, and good for a goal. It goes not as high as I had been talking it up to be, but it doesn't matter. It has to be high enough.
You still can't reach those.
Yep, it's just got to be out of reach. Just got to be out of reach. Del Carrillo on Guinness, I believe, 12-year-old American thoroughbred. Diego on Dolfina Ficha, is that right?
Ficha, yes.
Ficha. Pablo coming into the sideboards here. Roldan Changes the direction there, but so, man, I mean, beautiful play by Roldan. He drags the pack right, sends the ball the right direction, north there. Gansey with an opportunity. Wrong angle on the cut. Back shot there by Pablo. And the whistle sounds. Both teams wanting it. We'll see which one gets it. The 30-second horn has already sounded. That will take us into halftime, I believe. I don't think that they're going to do anything about that whistle now. They're going to send the teams to their tents for halftime. All right, so we'll deal with whatever that was in the end of Chukker number 3 here when we come back to start Chukker number 4. You are tuned into ChukkerTV and the Polo Channel's live coverage of this semifinal match. The Palm Beach Open semis. We're in halftime now. We're going to put on some more In the Saddle for your viewing pleasure and then come back for Chukkers 4, 5, and 6. Stay tuned in here. In the Saddle coming at you. And then our second half. 10,000 different combinations of mallets. But there's really only one combo that works for each player, something only figured out with experience. And with experience comes wisdom. And Alejandro Novizio Estrada has plenty of both.
I like the mallet with balance and that they bend closer to the head than on the upper side.
Well, I probably use heavier sticks than a lot of the other guys. When you hit that sweet spot in the mouth, the ball's going to take off.
American Tommy Biddle is the undisputed champion in the art of the long ball.
I pride myself on working on my penalty shots. And be able to reach my teammates at long distances from knock-ins and set plays.
It's funny because I buy I don't know how many mallets per year, but at the same time, when I find one special mallet, I play with that mallet till it breaks down. Like a horse gives you confidence, the mallet gives you as well a lot of confidence.
Take it from 10-goaler Pelo Sterling. Confidence is king and comes in many shapes and sizes.
Están pendientes del tamaño de la manija o el tamaño del cigarro, qué les puede llegar a hacer mejorar su juego.
This club is one of the most welcoming, friendly, but yet competitive polo clubs.
We're all here for the love of the sport and the love of the lifestyle.
This is the most fun you can have on a horse.
We have several different levels. We play -2 to 20 goals. So if you don't have your own horse, we have club horses that you can use.
The fields here are incredible. We've got 3 great grass facilities, and in the fall and the spring we can play arena.
We do a bunch of events during the summer, and our idea behind that is to promote polo, is to, again, bring polo to the masses. And this past year, we hosted the Rocky Mountain Polo Festival.
Every single person that I've seen at practice in tournament is just having a great time.
It's a great group of people.
Everybody and anybody is welcome at the Denver Polo Club.
As we come back to the stream here, take a look at some highlights from the first half of this semi-final match. Hope you all enjoyed the In the Saddle segment there. Fun one on the path of a mallet. See Pablo using his mallet perfectly here in our highlights. Again, highlights of the action here in our first half. If you're tuning in late, Audi with a 7-4 lead here. We're in halftime right now. My name's Gus Whitelaw. I'm joined by Santi Torres from the SD Farms team. SD Farms played this morning against Grand Champions Casablanca. That, of course, the Grand Champions Casablanca team, they won the Founders Cup, our first official tournament in World Polo League play. A tough match out there. They came out firing hard against SD Farms today, but SD Farms, Santi Torres and company, able to put them away and move on to the final. So congrats to Santi and SD Farms on that. And we are watching a great ball game here to determine who SD Farms will face. So again, we're watching some highlights here from the first half of action. Now taking a live look at the field as the field crew here at Valiente starts to make their way off of the pitch. And the players are coming back out here. We're looking at the Audi tent here as these guys talk just one more little bit of strategy there before getting on their fourth Chukker ponies here. We'll take a look at the pony list for Audi. Mark will be on Esreal, Roldan on Kieman, a 10-year-old Argentine thoroughbred. Pablo on Comadre, a young up-and-coming horse of Pablo's, and Campson on Sunoco, a 10-year-old unraced thoroughbred. So for Colorado, the pony list still coming in here. I know that he was on Ficha at the end of that previous checker, so I think that one's just maybe not updating.
This one is Jete Coral, I think, on Diego.
Back, and so I think he played this horse in the second or first or second also, unless it was just a last-minute swap on the horse list. We do our best with the horse list, by the way. You might notice once in a while a different horse than is called. Sometimes these guys will switch up the horse list last minute, and so we do our best to keep up on that. But they sneak one past us every once in a while. Either way, Colorado front and center, ready to go here. Audi trickling back onto the field and ready here for Chukker number 4 to start. So, Santi, Colorado down a couple of goals here. What do you think they were talking about at halftime?
That's a tough one.
I mean, do they go back and just kind of and start over at a situation like this, try and refine their game plan, or do they make adjustments?
At halftime, if you're down by a few goals, you got to start over, make a new plan, look at the errors you've made in the first 3 chukkers, and I think Audi is probably keeping the same.
Keep that mojo hot.
I mean, they don't have much to change. I mean, it's been working for them. So.
Ooh, look at that. I mean, Pablo. Ooh. I mean, he got in a little bit of hot water there, and that was a heck of a dismount by Pablo there. Kind kind of at the last second, he jumps right up to his feet. That pony just kind of makes a casual lope back to the pony lines. Look at that. We see the dismount. I mean, that pony, I think that ball came in. Pablo blocked the ball. I don't think it touched the horse. I think it just
he
spooked
stopped it out of there.
Yeah.
I think he asked the horse a little quick from stopping the turning and then going again. And
just a little bit of a short circuit there, a little feedback from the horse, and he decided to make a dismount there. I think that
I think he surprised the horse a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that if he hadn't surprised him yet, I think the dismount definitely surprised the horse.
It was
that
good,
one.
though. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. I don't think he yelled coming off. I think that one's going to cost Pablo a case of beer.
Yeah, that's about it.
11
okay.
seconds. Yep, and exactly. You're right. All that is going to cost him is a case of beer there. No more than that. He walks off under his own power. He will find a new pony back there. Make sure that he doesn't have need any sort of any cold spray or anything. He kind of maybe made a little bit of a kind of a touch on his kind of back right hip there, maybe where he made contact. So he'll walk to the tent. We actually see him going to the tent before a pony there, so maybe he's going to get a little stretch on or something like that over there. But anyway, we'll technically call this an injury timeout. Technically speaking, 7-4 here. Audi has the lead. We saw Pablo dismount there unexpectedly. Again, I think that it was just kind of a timing situation. He blocked a hard hit ball off the mallet of Geronimo Del Carril from midfield. I don't know what the penalty was on the north side at the end of the Chukker 3, but we started Chukker 4 with a hit in favor of Colorado from midfield, so it was a foul against Audi in the final moments of Chukker number 3 there. If you remember, there was Pablo coming one way and I think Diego another, something like that. That moved the ball to midfield. When we restarted, Del Carril crushed it straight down the middle. Pablo blocked it, knocked it out of the air, I think with the cane of his mallet. Asked that pony to go from neutral to drive, I think a little bit faster than that pony wanted. As he slammed the transmission into gear, he got a little bit of feedback from that pony, made the decision to bail, and so we wait for Pablo to come back now. I think he's getting a little stretch over there in the Audi tent. Yeah, we could just kind of see him on the, we saw him in a little bit of the frame there as it was walking through. He was on the massage table over there at the tent, still has his helmet on. He just got a quick stretch, and you can kind of see it in the background here. We're not zoomed in yet, but you can see Pablo. He's getting on at the tent in the back there. You just saw him swing his leg over, so we'll be ready for the remaining, gosh, I mean, you just call it a full chukker pretty much. We've only played 11 seconds here in number 4. We get some great looks from the field here as 7 out of 8 players wait for Mr. McDonough to come back into play. He has remounted and lopes back into the picture here. So Pablo McDonough, A-OK. I was joking. I made a joke about the case of beer, that if you're not familiar with what happens when you come off a pony, they say that if you call getting off, then you're clear. But if you don't and you come off a pony unexpectedly, that you owe a case of beer or a case of soda. I don't know if there's sometimes the guys aren't old enough to buy beer. But anyway, more on that later. 7:13 now to go. Time is out again. And I think kind of a little bit of a, what do they do there? Is this had a kind of a gentlemanly play to give the ball back, or the throw in? They give possession over to Audi. Regardless of what happened there, Audi ends up with possession. Campson strokes a big one out in front for Nick Roldan. Roldan's got to beat Del Carril. Nick Roldan and Geronimo Del Carril going at it. Roldan coming back to goal. The next shot could get it done, and it does.
Whoa, what a goal.
Roldan. Nice work on the pass from Campson. They wasted no time. Santi?
Yeah, there on Pablo. He had possession of the ball before he fell off. So in Polo, the gentleman play is to, after the throw-in, give it right back. Because, I mean, it was just a mistake that happened and he fell off. So.
Unlucky. I mean, that's one of the beautiful things in World Polo League competition. I feel like we see more of those plays. We've seen more of those plays here than we normally do, where the team, you know, look, Colorado didn't have to give them that. They're down by 3 goals now, but the sportsmanlike thing to do was to give possession back to where it was. They gave it to them, which created an opportunity right away.
No, yeah,
but that's the right thing to do.
Exactly. Pablo was gonna start running down the field with it with only one defender in the back. So, I mean, it's kind of like they got lucky that he fell off. Not, I mean,
yeah.
Hopefully no
Truly.
one gets hurt. But
yeah, but truly.
Something like that.
Kavanaugh trying to answer back. Wide, though, it goes. And Colorado's got to be careful here. 8-4. This is, I don't know. I mean.
That was good there, though. They're putting pressure on goal, and, you know, Reds got to defend. So.
Yep. That's true. I just start to worry about that gap, you know, in the second half. Is there a number of goals? I mean, when you're watching, how closely are you watching the score? I guess, first of all, from a player's standpoint, you know, you've got 6 chuckers out here, hard fighting action. You know, how closely are you watching that?
No, the score you always, during the whole game, you have it in the back of your head. But when you're down by 4 goals, you got to stay focused and keep it in the back of your head, because if not, the score is going to eat you alive. So you just got to focus on fixing the plays the errors and trying to make the team play better and get your goals back.
Make the most out of every opportunity. I mean, these guys fighting hard here. Del Carrillo, bad luck. It pops over the sideboards and out. 4:44 left to play in Chucker number 4. And this one's going to turn over to Audi here. They're A-okay with that. They'll take the ball there. Pablo has possession on the restart. His team up by 4. Pablo on Comadre. Up and coming pony. Pablo still at the back of the pack, trying to shoot around Zubia. Gets the ball away. The pass is off. Gansey coming through. Mark Gansey just inside there, but I think there was a whistle. 4:08 left. No action out of the flagger back there. Leads us to believe that there was a whistle. We look at the clock. We know there was, because time has stopped. We see just not quite enough space there in front of that number 4 for Colorado, I don't think. I think it was a right-of-way violation against Audi. And here comes Colorado. Kavanaugh. Diego. On the gray pony here, Diego Kavanaugh. Looking for Juan Zubia. Pablo getting a couple touches on it there. The ball left behind. Here's Nick Roldan. Kavanaugh charges down the line behind Roldan. Makes a quick back shot there, and Campson's on the move. Campson here for Audi on a gray pony. Chris Campson. Now Pablo says, I got this one. Pablo McDonough. Rob Dranavis runs the line behind him there. Pablo bounces that one off of Del Carrillo. It's picked up again by Pablo McDonough. Del Carrillo pressures there. Coming through is Campson. Campson on the gray pony. Chris Campson trying to get an opportunity. Trying to drive across the goal mouth. Campson.
Oh, he missed that last touch.
Just barely wide and outside. Beautiful drive. Campson.
Right there.
Oh. The look on his face says it all. It's just fantastic to have those slow motion options for review back there. You can really feel the passion coming off these players here, their faces, when you see the expressions they make when they come through the goal, whether it's a good, bad, or ugly play Otherwise, you can always kind of know their emotion, the looks on their face as they come through. It's Diego Kavanaugh, though, looking down at the ball. Diego Kavanaugh sending it for Zubia. Shut down by Pablo McDonough. Here comes Nick Roldan. Roldan in for Audi. Nick Roldan. Along the boards, halfway buried ball, chopped out of there. Nice work there. Campson goes to the pickaxe, finds it. Look at that. He beats around Del Carrillo on the gray pony here. He's called off by Roldan. Roldan is looking up. The ball gets to him too quickly. He stands over it. 2:04 left as time has stopped. Watch behind, try and get an idea of the foul here. And I don't know if we're going to see it on that one. What did you see there, Santi?
Yeah, he mishit it, and then I think he got in Rob's way and his right away.
So right away,
call
kind of
for Colorado.
impeding that right away there. Roldan, I think just bad timing. He thought he had a little bit more time there.
Once he missed it, it was his play was done, and
I think he kind of mentally checked out of that one.
Yeah.
2:04 left.
Man, the fields were our field was awesome today with all this rain and everything. They were great.
I tell you what, that just like you just said. I mean, when that field, when that game ended, it was unbelievable. The field looked, I mean, not as good as when it started, but man, did it look good for a field that had just seen 6 chukkers. And this one is very much the same. There's a little bit of a wet spot maybe right here. You can kind of see some divots, but not. I mean, I say wet, not wet, but I mean just probably perfect.
The footing is awesome.
It's so important, you know. It's one of the things that all of my guests, you know, seem to consistently remark on is the quality of fields.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, we've got the best players in the world. We talk about that all the time. We got the best horses in the world. We know that. And then, but what is all of that without a good field, right?
Exactly.
I mean, so the field's so crucial.
That's why we're getting this open polo here.
Yep. I mean, your game that finished in 75 minutes. I mean, that unbelievable how fast it was. I mean, wide open polo. When the field gets chopped up and choppy, or the footing's no good and they can't run, or players don't, you know, it changes your confidence out there. So a good field really can change the game one way or the other. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left, though, as Colorado's looking to make some changes to their game. They're trying to figure out how to catch this Audi squad here. Colorado's had a great match, but, man, I mean, you just really have to give it to Audi at this point. Been playing some just fantastic polo. Here's Diego Cavanaugh, maybe a man on a mission there. The ball kicks out behind him. It's picked up here by Del Carrillo. Geronimo Del Carrillo, pressured by Ganzi. He gets around Ganzi, gets around Roldan. Geronimo Del Carrillo trying to work around Pablo McDonough. One more man to beat. It's the 10-goaler for Audi. He stops his progress, and Roldan picks the pieces up for Audi, but time is out again. 1:34 now to play. And chukker number 4. We'll see how they call this one here. Do you see anything here? Let's look at the replay. Del Carrillo. What do you think there? Foul on Pablo? Awfully close.
I think debatable.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of came in front of him a little bit, made him look up. I don't know. Right on the line?
I'll leave that call for the refs.
No doubt. No doubt. Not easy to do when you're on the horse or looking at it here. We watch again. I think that's what they're calling, though. I think that they're going to call right away against Pablo on that one. I think Del Carrillo helped his cause there by, you know, making it look even more than it was. I don't know. I wonder if I think so. Okay, so I'm just looking over my shoulder here, and I see a third man in the production booth. So that lets me know that there's a challenge going on, or some sort of official review. The players kind of standing out there in a stalemate. Audi hoping against a penalty 2 here. I think Colorado thinks that that's what they have coming down the line. If they can't come to a agreement on that one, I guess we'll have a throw-in. But 8-4 here in the semifinal. Whoever wins here today goes on to face an undefeated and very tough SD Farms team. So I think they're wrapping up a review there. We see the third man sauntering out of the production booth here at midfield. I think the umpires are trying to convey to these teams what happened here, and it looks like we're going to have, how about that? Interesting call there. So it goes against Colorado. Del Carrillo gets the ball back. Back shot here, looking for Zubia. Those guys connect well with each other. Wanzu with control. Pablo and Campson in front of him, a formidable roadblock, but he gets the ball around him. He gets it to the 2 Colorado players there. Del Carrillo trying to get it through. Roldan. Del Carrillo on the near side gets it done. Nice work, Hero. Del Carrillo, 1 minute to go in chukker 4. We watch the replay. off a pony the first time. The second time, a long reach. I mean, he just chops at that one. He just kind of throws his mallet at it, and he gets it. Nice work there. They need that one. That could be a little bit of maybe a turning point here for this Colorado team. Maybe that'll help them get a little momentum and jump back into this match here. Back shot by Pablo McDonough. Del Carrillo with his hands full there in double coverage. 30 seconds left here, and chucker number 4, Juan Zubia. Juan Zu, he's off and working. He's got Pablo to beat. Pablo keeps an eye on the youngster here. Zubia trying to hit around him there, hoping Kavanaugh's got the speed to beat down the line there. Pablo McDonough into defend. Back shot. Campson trying to knock it out of the air. Del Carrillo trying to keep the drive alive for Colorado. Hero Del Carrillo. Now Wanzu. Now Nick Roldan picking his pocket down there. The time continues to run there. Here's the double horn. That will take us out of the fourth. Chucker 4 is out the door. Colorado gets one back there. 3 goals separate these two teams. It's 8-5 at the end of the fourth. And we're going to send you straight into the next segment of In the Saddle.
I have a very unique grip. What happened in 2014 is down in Argentina. I blocked a mallet coming to my face and I broke this part of my finger. And the doctor said if we do the surgery, I have to put the screw right through the joint. So it's not going to be able to bend on it. What I did is I put this little notch here so that my finger here rests completely flat on here. And it takes a lot of pressure off my elbow. And that's my story about a unique mallet.
Canada's best has made an appearance out of the Great White North. And even with a bionic finger, Freddie still manages to ball out.
Because it's a natural product, it has like a certain life of its own.
We're back into the action here. We take a live look at the field here as the teams get ready for chucker number 5. If you're coming into this action late here, if you're tuning in late, welcome to ChukkerTV and the Polo channel's live coverage of the World Polo League and the Palm Beach Open semifinal. Again, we have played one semifinal match already today. That was this morning, featuring, or I guess earlier this afternoon, rather. It feels like morning. That was a 1 o'clock match there with SD Farms and Grand Champions Casablanca. A beautiful ball game to watch. I mean, one of the better matches we've seen this year, no doubt about it. Some of the most wide open polo we've seen in South Florida in quite some time. And the victory today went to the guys in gray, Santi's team, the SD Farm squad, able to come away victorious over the winners of the previous tournament. So, you know, a top-notch team in that Grand Champions Casablanca squad. Hats off to them for making it to the semis. But it's always going to be a tough day in the office when you've got Adolfo on the other side of the line. You put talented guys like Santi and Guillermo Terrera and Sayu Dantada, who's, man, just having a heck of a season in 26-goal competition. They are really a force to be reckoned with. They're probably the favorite at this point, regardless of who makes it into the final. Just a really strong team, no doubt about that. So we'll see who's going to face that strong team. We'll know here with 15 minutes of polo. We've got 2 chuckers left here. We're setting up, it looks like, for a penalty attempt. Kavanaugh to the penalty line. He shoots, he scores. So Diego Kavanaugh puts one on here, and I think that this is where Colorado is wanting to be now. A little bit closer. They've narrowed the gap to 2, and we've still got tons of polo left here. We'll see if Audi can... Go ahead.
Sorry, Gus. That was a relief for Colorado. Start the chucker.
Yeah, nice to, I think that with 15 minutes or so polo left, that makes them feel a little bit better about what's going on. You know, maybe they can catch Audi a little laid back, maybe, feeling like they've got things a little bit more under control. I don't know. We'll see if Colorado can grab a little momentum from this Audi squad here. They're going to have to really put the moves on these guys to do it, because Audi's just been having a heck of a match. Along the sideboards, though, Zubia. Juan Martin Zubia just celebrated his 20th birthday. Here's Kavanaugh, Diego Kavanaugh. Tons of time. Diego Kavanaugh trying to send one out in front there. Campson hooked by Del Carril. Zubia trying to move it forward. Roldan moves in. He moves out. Kavanaugh trying to beat him with speed. Kavanaugh's got one man to beat. Diego Kavanaugh trying to play it to goal. It's left behind Zubia there. And I believe time is out again. 6:15 now to play in Chukker 5. Things getting a little stickier here. See which way this one goes. Looks like a throw in here. Umpires couldn't decide exactly which way that one needed to go. Pablo McDonough trying to defend. Pablo pressured by Diego. Great timing on the bump there from Kavanaugh, but Pablo unfazed by the pressure. Diego trying to swipe it as he comes through. Pablo plays it forward. Pablo McDonough trying to work around Diego Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh gets on his horse, so to speak, and is trying to push Pablo to the corner. In the meantime, though, Mark Gansey moves in, shoots to goal. And I think Zubia is going to let that one go over that back line and out of play. And time is out, so I think a whistle actually there as that one moved downfield. I think we just saw there was that Audi player on a right-of-way violation. And here they come. 5:51 left in Chukker 5. Del Carril. Hiro, Del Carril. Mark Gansey all over him there. Sends a pass for Kavanaugh. Nice outlet there, but it's turned back by Roldan. Nice read on the play by Nick. And Rob Dranavis jumps on the action. Roldan with another opportunity. Back shot. Nice strike there by Nick Roldan. Pablo trying to jump on the line. Zubia. Oh, look at this. I mean, Pablo is letting Del Carril have it back there. Those two get tied up. And, I mean, he comes unglued there for a second. The umpires kind of put their heads together. Both players planned it on the offside. Generally means somebody was cheating. We'll see what the umpires have to say about that one, but I think we already know what Pablo has to say because he said it. He was not happy with Del Carril there. 5:22 left now in the period. We'll see if the umpires have determined what is going to happen here. The ball has been dropped on the turf. Now they move it. So no foul there. How about that? Or maybe there was, but they just couldn't decide on which way it needed to go. Kavanaugh. Crossfield there from Kavanaugh, but poked back by Pablo. Pablo McDonough. Near set back shot. Now Nick Roldan. Roldan trying to give it a ride inside. I think it came off a Colorado player, and here comes Zubia. Crossfield. Dranavis gets there first. He takes the line and moves north here. Rob Dranavis getting over the midfield line there, out of Colorado territory and into the Audi half. Pablo coming into play. That ball on Rob there. Rob trying to get another touch on it. And time is out. So we'll see what's going on here. We see a player jump off a pony. In the meantime, Zubia, I think, having a tack issue here. So they call an official timeout. Again, 4:44 now to play here in Chukker number 5. We see Juan Martin Zubia hands that pony off to a friend on the sidelines there. And here comes another pony racing down for Zubia. He started, I think that's, yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, that one's already come off my list. I'm not sure who's going to get on. We saw Del Carril start on Felonia. Rob was on Equivocata, now on Floor. And Kavanaugh and Shusha. So waiting to resume here. 2 goals now separate these two teams. It was 8-4 at one point. Colorado has answered back here. It's 8-6 now as Campson restarts the play. Chris Campson, big wind up there by Campson, trying to find Roldan. Roldan trying to get around Del Cadillo. Pablo there with Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh gets it now. Here comes Zubia. Juan Martin Zubia. Campson trying to defend. Nice contact there out of Campson. Pushes the man over, makes the back shot, but Rob Dranavis able to keep that ball moving downfield. Dranavis on floor. Falta and veto by Aceto. Here's Roldan. Zubia. Hoping for a whistle there. Pablo hacking away. Here comes Del Carril. Del Carril. Geronimo Del Carril. My pony list says he's on Guinness. Rob Dranavis here on a falta and veto, baby. Floor. Zubia trying to hit inside there. Kavanaugh picking the pieces up. Diego Kavanaugh. Diego Kavanaugh looking to make a right-hand turn. All sorts of held up there. Red mallets in the air. We'll see which way this one goes. Kavanaugh's hoping it's in his favor. 3:37 left to play here. Chucker number 5. You see anything on that play, Santi?
A little scrappy there.
Yeah, a little scrappy. I think Kavanaugh, is that Kavanaugh who's off? We've got a player off. Kavanaugh's gone down to the ground, removed helmet and knee guards. I think that he got hit on his right side in the knee or somewhere. Yeah, that's kind of where he's leaning to. There was contact there in that play. You could see him. He couldn't get his mallet up. I think that whoever that red player, I don't know if I don't know exactly what clipped that leg or knee there, but I think that's what happened there. You can tell when a guy starts ripping equipment off like that there's generally something going on. What are your thoughts on that? You've played a lot of polo. You watch a lot of polo. You've been there before.
Something's got to hurt. When he's on the ground and taking his knee pads off and to get under to the bone, something's wrong.
Something's wrong there. So we go injury time out here. Kavanaugh has dismounted. He's on the ground. We can kind of see his face there. Expert medical attention is all over the situation down there. We've got, as always, paramedics on scene to tend to these guys, as well as vets and every sort of kind of, care you could need for whether it's four-legged athletes or two-legged athletes. That's nice to see. We see Kavanaugh gets up under his own power. I don't know, maybe a little Charlie horse or a cramp or kind of a dead leg is how it ended up. But he is going to leave the field on the golf cart there with the trainers and head over to that Colorado tent. For those curious, at the Colorado tent right now, there's a couple of guys kicking a soccer ball around. I don't see anybody going for their boots quite yet. It doesn't look like there's going to be a replacement right now, but you never know. So we are in injury timeout here in Chucker number 5. About 3.5 minutes or so left. Audi with a 2-goal lead over Colorado, and we're in injury timeout here. So Kavanaugh leaves on a golf cart. We will see what happens here. The other 7 players remain kind of down there in the goal mouth. As we see on our live shot here, Diego is just out of the frame to the right in the Colorado tent. So we'll see what happens there. Again, he looked like he was in traffic. Our best guess is that maybe he caught a little bit of bridle or something like that, or maybe stirrup iron. Hard to know exactly, as he was in pretty considerable traffic there, and that was on the other side of our perspective. Anyway, in injury timeout here, it's 8-6. Audi on top of Colorado. here at Valiente. We're on field number 3. We were on field 2 this morning. Earlier this afternoon, it was a 1 o'clock match. I keep saying this morning, but it was actually a 1 o'clock tee-off there. Beautiful fields here at Valiente, as always. As a player, Santi, how much does that field impact the game?
The field, Gus?
Yeah.
A lot. The footing for the horses, that keeps it safe when it has good footing. When the grass is nice, got a good cushion to hit the ball, doesn't bounce much, lets you play open polo, a lot of running and hitting. Players tend to slow the game down a lot when the fields are tough to run with the ball, when it's bouncy. So then it gets choppy, and they start calling fouls and this and that. So
that's really when the wheels kind of come off.
Oh yeah, I mean it gets kind of boring sometimes. So.
Do you feel like the horses can tell the difference in the field conditions?
Yeah, like I said, the safety of the field, the footing for the horses. These fields, the horses are able to grab the field and grab the ground and turn quick and stop quick, and no slipping or anything. So that helps a lot for the safety of the horses and the players. And the game keeps moving. When you have a good field, the game keeps moving.
Well, and we see not only, especially at Valiente, but not only here between Valiente and at Grand Champions Fields, our host club, Grand Champions, and then over when we kind of play off campus, with the way I think about it, over at Jam Pamela. I mean, so much time and effort goes into the fields. There's field crews out in between chukkers, stomping and sanding.
Oh yeah, in between chukkers, and after the game they have to replace divots, fill in divots with more sand. The aftercare the next day, during the week, water.
It's huge. There'll be 25 guys on this field tonight or tomorrow morning. In the meantime, we're looking at Diego Kavanaugh coming back onto the field. He's just about to ride into the frame, I believe, on the right-hand side there. Either way, though, Diego has remounted. Taking some warm-ups here. As a matter of protocol, for those of you that might be curious, when you start an injury timeout, you have 15 minutes to essentially repair or replace that injured player. So you've got 15 minutes to repair or replace the injured player during an injury timeout there. So Kavanaugh, we saw there was something happening on the right side of his body there. Looked like a right leg injury. He came out of the play, jumped immediately off his horse. A little bit of a yard sale there as he tosses helmet and knee guards and mallet and whip. And that's kind of indicative of the pain he was in there at the time. He's been able to shake it off. I think he had a little massage work done at the tent there. The trainers all over these guys to be able to provide them whatever they need to help them out during these matches. On the restart there, how about that? Audi trying to get out of Audi territory. Kavanaugh coming right in front of the play. And I think that was a whistle that will march this ball south here. 3.5 to play in Chukker 5. 2 goals separate these two teams. Kavanaugh maybe just a little overzealous on that one, trying to get that ball back. And it results in a whistle. That happens sometimes. You see something you think might be the right move. You have to make split-second decisions.
Tried to sneak in there, but you didn't have enough room to.
Can't get safely in and out on that one. So it's placed in midfield. 8-6 here in Chukker 5. And it'll be Campson again. Do the honors here for Audi. Gansey heads downfield. Pablo does as well. Rolled on, sticks close. Here's Campson. Roldan moves downfield now. Chris Campson, let's see if he's going to try and send it right down the middle. A lofted shot. It's slightly out to the right. Pablo McDonough trying to pick the play up here. Ball left behind. Roldan trying to handle that bouncing ball. And here's Del Carrillo. Geronimo Del Carrillo on Guinness. Kavanaugh and Zubia. Diego Kavanaugh Kavanaugh sends downfield, looking for Del Cadillo. That gray pony trying to get to the line there. Roldan in tow there. Back shot by Pablo, trying to get the ball for Campson. Campson, a nice bump there. Campson able to maintain control. Mark Ganzi takes it out in front here for Audi. Heads out right to the sideboards. Mark Ganzi on the corner there, trying to get back inside. Back shot by Rob Jernavis out to the sideboards. 2:35 left to play, and I believe that ball's gone over and out. Clock continues to tick down there. We see it in the back of the shot. And this one goes in favor of Audi. Out of bounds by Colorado. It'll be inbounded here by the boys in red. Rolled on Boteja. Stina breeding. And this horse here, 14 years old. Rolled on. Bouncing ball across the front of the goal mouth. Mark Ganzi goes to save it. Del Cadillo there for Colorado. Del Cadillo in the corner, keeps the ball in play. At the sidelines there, Mark Ganzi looks for the near side back shot, but Del Cadillo is able to take the play here for Colorado. He's looking to find one of his boys in motion there. Rob called off by Zubia. Wanzu. Ball kicked back by his pony. Pablo's there, got a little piece of it as he rides on by, but Del Cadillo now Zubia. Zubia at the back of the pack. Kavanaugh behind him. He gets around Pablo McDonough. He's put him behind him and working downfield now. Juan Martin Zubia trails behind Campson. Now the ball left behind and picked up by a trailing Pablo momentarily. Now Kavanaugh trying to send it to goal. Diego Kavanaugh across the front of the goal mouth at this point. Looks to stay in play. And maybe over now and out. Roldan and Campson come in to change ponies. Pablo thinking about it as well. I think Colorado already fresh. 1:01 left here in checker 5. The clock continues to run. Campson bounces it off Zubia. Zubia trying to get the line off of himself. Juan Martin Zubia gets it turned around. 1-2. Zubia. Oh, Roldan says, you put that mallet up and call for a foul all you want, big boy. I'll put my mallet down and go to work. Roldan, hard hit ball out in front looking for Ganzi. Rob Jernavis racing back to defend. A beautiful approach shot by Mark Ganzi. Rob coming in to defend. Can he get there in time? Mark Ganzi and Rob Jernavis, a big run. Downfield, time is out. After the horn goes there, that 30-second warning horn went as those guys were hauling to goal. The whistle stops the action there and will take us out of chukker number 5. So it's 8-6 at the end of the 5th, the 6th and final chukker of regulation coming up next. You're watching ChukkerTV and the Polo Channel's live coverage of the World Polo League. We've got one more chukker of regulation after this final segment of In the Saddle.
But once a mallet breaks, its life is over. Any distinctive qualities it may have had, gone forever. And the search begins to find the perfect mallet that gives you something special. Argentines call it mahia, a name for the phenomenon that occurs when the holy trinity of mallet, horse, and rider connect to create magic on the field. The living embodiment of which resides in the unquestioned master of skill in the World Polo League. Put simply, Pablo McDonough sees the game differently than everyone else.
It's called a quiet eye in sports psychology. It's like they're seeing their world in slow motion. And they're able to use their mallet like an extension of their hand to choose how to finesse and nuance the perfect stroke because they have all of this time to figure it out. I think we're all familiar with the term the 10,000 hours of diligent, deliberate practice. Elite athletes typically have put in 20,000 hours, and often, in the case of polo players, some 30,000 hours.
I don't even think about how I use the mallet. The thing you have to focus more on is what would be the best play to do in that particular moment.
Polo players are amongst the best athletes in the world, and just when you think you've seen it all, they go and do something like this. Mallet broken, Nacho Figueres gets creative with the best defensive play of the season.
The mallet is one of the keys of the game. you have the right horses, but you cannot hit the ball, polo, it's nothing.
Polo is nothing without the artisans that give it structure, and all masters of art are a backbone to cultures the world over. People, like mallets, have a similar path. They too come from nature, are one of a kind, and won't be around forever. Each of us is an artisan of our own destiny. So when the world pushes us to conform, take note. Celebrate our individuality and embrace our inner magia.
We take a live look through the goalpost at 10-goaler Pablo McDonough here. His team's on top by 2. 6 and final chukker of regulation upon us here. Pablo puts one between the pipes to start the 6th and final of regulation and puts Audi back up by 3 goals. So a foul at the end of the 5th against Colorado puts Audi on the line to start chukker number 6. Pablo puts it through, and they're back on top here by 3 goals. Nine to 6, the teams are in midfield. This is crunch time for Colorado. The finals are on the line. If they want to play, they better start playing right here, right now, Santi. Crunch time. Campson with a back shot. Zubia trying to make the most of it here. Juan Martin Zubia. Trying to get around, roll down there. Zubia. There is a definite sense of urgency here for Colorado to put some points on the board. Pablo, look at that. I mean, he is fast. He gets that pony whipped around there. Pablo McDonough back on Rodizio. This is a pony that when he was in Dubai 2 years ago had just an unbelievable, developed an infection, and that horse almost died but has battled back to full health here. Rodizio for Pablo. You see Diego Kavanaugh trying to get through some traffic there. Diego Kavanaugh shoots to goal and scores. Nice work, Kavanaugh, on a pony named Nut. Right on through it goes. Kavanaugh picking a needed goal up there for Colorado. We watch on replay. When the window opens, he shoots, he scores. Great play by the 9-goaler. The veteran, the old guy on the Colorado team.
The old guy.
Sounds funny to say. He's only 32. He's the oldest out there by probably 4 or 5 years. Young, very young average age on that Colorado squad. And here's Zubia, 20 years young, passing for his buddy, Hero Del Carrillo. Campson, though. Picked back up here. Colorado. Zubia gives that ball a ride downfield. Does it have binoculars? Will it get in? Wide. That one goes. Colorado leaves it wide there, and Audi gets the knock in. 5 minutes left here in regulation. 9-7 on the scoreboard. Absolutely enough time for Colorado to force overtime to get even or more. Out to the right it goes from Campson to Pablo McDonough. Pablo, long ball towards the sideboards. Stays in play, rolled on in between a pair of Colorado jerseys. Gansey there to work it forward. Mark Gansey along the boards. Kavanaugh trails behind. Campson tries to buy some room there for Gansey to work out in front there. Gansey overtaken by Hero Del Carrillo. Del Carrillo here with 4:25 left in chukker number 6. Battles along the boards with roll down. The ball left behind Kavanaugh, the captain for Colorado, all over it. Diego Kavanaugh looks to move inside. Zubia takes off. Kavanaugh would love to connect with Juan Martin Zubia. Zubia guarded by Campson. Wanting to whistle, not finding it. It's backed up by Del Carrillo. Del Carrillo chased by Roldan. The ball ricochets forward. Now Campson. Campson, nice back shot. Roldan there. Oh, look at that. Zubia, pocket-picking son of a gun, moves in, takes control. Juan Martin Zubia. Will he be able to bring Colorado within one? Juan Martin Zubia. What a goal there.
Beautiful goal.
He flips the switch, goes into beast mode, picks the pocket. Watch this.
What a goal.
Roldan caught flat-footed there. Zubia coming the other way with some heat. Campson moves in. The damage already done, though. Look at that. I mean, Zubia able to just move behind him perfectly. The teams come back to midfield here.
One more quick goal from Colorado.
Back in play here. Del Carril trying. Yeah, that one time already out there. They're going. The Pablos wanted it to come the other way. 3:15. Hey, move that speaker back, will ya? So setting up down here, 1 goal separates these two teams. Will Colorado be able to put this one through here? I mean, you know these guys are feeling the pressure. So we got 3:15 left here. A 60-yard attempt. You could see Pablo kind of pleading his case to the officials before he rode off to get a fresh set of legs underneath him. Again, 3:15 to go. We got a ball game here, Santi.
Oh, yeah, they're close now. Very close. 3 minutes left.
9-8 here. Chukker number 6. The semifinals here. The winner today goes on to play SD Farms this Sunday in the finals.
This could change everything right now, Gus.
Yep, a big moment here. A big moment. Del Carril trying not to think about it, I imagine. 60 yards out. Heck of a ball striker. It's beautifully lofted. Wide, though. Oh, no. Del Carril sends it wide from the line. There's still time, though. Not to worry, Colorado fans. 3 minutes left to play in regulation. They wanted that. In fact, they needed that. But there's still time. Audi was up by 4 goals at 1 point. There's only one separating him here. Zubia, the ball bounces off him. He loses his eye on it. Campson able to resurrect there. Zubia coming in and laying a shoulder on Campson there. The ball left behind. That was a man-first play. Look at that. Campson has sure got some speed, doesn't he? Ball gets lost underneath him. Zubia pokes it away from the following player there. Del Carril with the near side back shot. Kavanaugh in front of Roldan. He gets in there cleanly. Pablo has to think about whether or not he's going to get into that play. Diego Kavanaugh pushed off the play by Pablo McDonough. Pablo touches once, leaves for Roldan. Roldan with a big ball cross field, running out in front here to try and be in passing space. There is Mark Ganzi. It's Pablo with the ball, and Juan Martin Zubia coming in to try and keep an eye on Pablo. Pablo hits into Zubia, back shot by Juanzu, and it's picked up here by Kavanaugh. Diego Kavanaugh knows that his team needs a goal urgently now. 1:55 to play in regulation, and here comes Del Carril. He's looking for redemption. He doesn't look like he's got a ton of horse left here. Del Carril in a horse race with Campson. Campson getting a nose on him, a shoulder on him, a length on him now. Chris Campson back to defend. Campson trying to watch to make sure he doesn't foul the next guy coming also, and that guy really wanted that whistle. Doesn't get it. The action continues here. 1:30 left to play, and Chukker number 6. Colorado is about to be knocked out of competition. It's Pablo McDonough all by himself here. Pablo for Audi, trying to get out of Audi territory, hits a hard ball out towards the midfield line. It's Mark Ganzi here for Audi. He gets it out of Audi territory. We are winding down this match here. 1:08 left to play in regulation. Colorado needs to put a point on the board here and stop this Audi drive if there is any chance of tying this one up. Beautiful back shot there by Robert Jernavis, forward by Pablo, and Juan Martin Zubia is in charge of this little white ball now. 47 seconds remain. Colorado has control and about 250 yards to go on this drive here to get things tied up. Can they get it done? Pablo puts the pressure on Zubia. Del Carril trying to grab control. Campson trying to shut that young man down. Campson with the back shot. The 30-second warning horn goes. It's Kavanaugh, the captain for Colorado. He makes a back shot right to Del Carril. Del Carril trying to draw a foul, doing anything, hoping that the whistle will sound here. 15 seconds left to play. Things looking good for Audi, Santi. They come cross field. Roldan Roldan, Audi has this one tied up. 5 seconds left. There is not enough time for a goal. It would take a miracle at this point. The double horn goes. Colorado's Palm Beach Open chances are over. Audi will go to the finals to face SD Farms. What a match, Santi.
What a game. That was awesome, Gus.
I mean, Audi up by 4 at one point. Colorado comes charging back. Who knows what another minute of Polo would have done for this game? We'll never know. Colorado's run in this tournament is over. They will start preparations for the next tournament as Audi will start preparing for Sunday, the finals at 4 o'clock on worldpolo.org. We will be there, and we hope you will be also. Big thanks to my man Santi Torres for jumping in the booth with me again here today. Always love having Santi and for him to share his insight with us. And Santi, my brother, we wish you nothing but the best.
Thanks so much.
In your finals appearance here with SD Farms, you guys are, the team to beat in that final. Audi will have their hands full, no doubt about it. They start their preparations now for Sunday as these two teams exit the field. Again, beautiful match here. Big thanks to Santi for joining me. My name's Gus Whitelaw. On behalf of myself, the ChukkerTV Polo Channel, and World Polo League crews, thank you so much for tuning in to our live stream here this afternoon. We hope you caught them both. Check worldpolo.org for all of the updates, and we will see you Sunday for the finals of the Palm Beach Open. 4 o'clock Eastern Time. We hope to see you there. Again, check worldpolo.org for all the updates along the way. If you don't follow us on the Facebook, the Insta, all of our social platforms, make sure to check in with us there as well. And we'll catch you on our next live stream. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you Sunday at 4.